Hi, Wendy Antonucci here, and today I'm going to show you how I like to build all of my layouts. I begin all of my layouts with a photo block, which is, in this case, my 3 pictures of my son playing in the splash pad. I chose to mat those pictures onto a Cloud 6x6 page because it just continued the look of what was my background page, but also what was going on at the top of these pictures, which are not included. Once I have my photo block, I like to anchor those to the page. In this case, I use the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and that pink strip to anchor my pictures to the page so that it didn't look like they were just out in the air flying around. Once I have established my photo block and I have gotten it onto the page so it's secure, the next step in creating my layout and bringing it to the next level, because the page that I had before I began embellishing was quite fine. Just add some journaling and you're good to go. But what I want to do now is add some elements that tell more of the story. I chose a palm tree because this was in Florida, and I chose this beach chair, but I wanted to pop it up a little bit so there was a little bit more interest, and so I used some foam squares on that. So right now I am just decorating the page. There's not a lot of design decisions here, except that I am choosing beachy elements and elements that would make sense with my story, which is about the beach and, well, actually not the beach, but the splash pad, which does look very much like the beach. I'm adding in some color in that ball and in that starfish. Just looking for little pops of things that make it more exciting. Sometimes the elements you choose, such as this banner, no matter how much you like them, just don't fit on the page. And that's what I finally had to admit, that little flag banner, I just couldn't get it on there. I tried. I wanted it, but it didn't work. Again, I'm using my foam squares to add some more dimension to each of my clusters that I have established. And I'm looking for a place to put those sunglasses right now. I thought they looked really cute on the starfish, but it was a little too big for the starfish, so I thought that might not be a great idea. So I have pretty much embellished this to where it's good. I mean, if you keep adding too much, you can get that, well, some people call it throwing up stickers. So you don't want to go there, but you want to add enough interest to your page that your eyes are grabbed and that you will look closer to the page. You also want to use your stickers, your die cuts, whatever you're working with, to create a visual triangle. In this sense, I have 2 clusters at the bottom edge, and it's almost like I'm forming a diagonal. And you'll see in a minute that my title block will actually finish that diagonal from the bottom of the page up to the very top, or vice versa. Paper House Productions has a ton of stickers to choose from. I started with the cardstock stickers to build my layout, but then I began adding in some of the puffy ones and also some of those the sticker flakes, so they're kind of shiny. I love adding all the different textures because, again, it just brings your layout to the next level. All right, so you can see now that title block that I was talking about. You can see that I've pulled my layout from one diagonal to the other. This sun I just cut out with my cameo, my silhouette cameo. It was just a plain old sun shape that I found, nothing fancy. I did choose to put the bottom rays underneath that page, and then I popped up the circle so I would have a place to build my title. My title came from a few different fonts, and I like to mix and match. So I have the hello, which came from one thing, it was white. The summer was the puffy gold, and then the fun are just the square little letters. So I have a title, I have color, I'm bringing your eyes on a diagonal up my page, and now you can see that I'm added in a journaling spot. To me, journaling is the most important thing in every layout because you want to tell the details of your page. You want to tell what you were thinking, who was involved, what the date was. anything that you can think of. And sometimes you're going to have a lot to write and sometimes just a little bit. I like to write on my pages with my Illustrated Faith pen by Bella Boulevard. This one is the 0.25 tip. It's fine enough that I can write in any area. I'm using this pen also to just outline my sun just a little bit. Just make it stand out from the page just a little bit more. Nothing real fancy about that. But you can see my page is pretty well done. I mean, you have your photos, you have a title, you have some journaling, you have some other interesting little pieces that have contributed to the theme of the page and also have brought in some more color. That is a good layout. But I'm going to show you one more thing I chose to do with my layout to bring it up one more notch. And I chose to punch out some clouds just from white cardstock using, I believe it was I think it's a Fiskar punch, or it might be an EK Success punch. I don't know. But I just chose to add in some clouds to further the theme, to further build my pictures into the page. So I hope you found some different ideas today. Start with your photos and then just build from there. Just have fun. And I hope to see you again. Thanks for joining me. Bye.